Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for the sign of Libra for the 24th of December 2018, and it's a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message in here just for you. Enjoy! Okay, let's have a look at the three cards at the top that have came from the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to use these cards as an indicator of what the larger reading is going to be about. Now we have the Three of Wands, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, is there something that you have seen that you're very attracted to? Something that you can't wait to take action upon? And you're so very optimistic that you're going to get such a good return that you don't expect to have any problems. And this becomes your focus. This attraction is what's constantly on your mind. But the thing is that there are things that you're maybe not seeing. Because this card is about illusion and secrets, and false impressions. So it could be that the attraction that you have is maybe not quite the way that you feel it to be. And then moving on to the Ace of Cups, that it could be that, the illusion is that your feelings are returned. But the reality of the situation may be that it's not. It could be that there's, more feelings on your side than theirs. And that could build up quite a bit of resentment and anger. Because the connection that you thought was there, that you'd built up in your head was there, was not as strong as you thought. Okay, let's move these over to the side and we'll get started on the larger reading. Okay, and this was a wee sneaky card that came out at the end, so we'll get that in a minute. Now we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, there's a lot of thought going in, and they're both in reverse, so a lot of anxiety and obsessional thought going on. Now, because of all of this going round in your head, you're not really being able to sleep that well. And it could be that you begin to use certain things that help you to sleep. And, that could be quite a negative circle for you to get into, because that could affect your health. Now, I think I've messed these cards up a little bit. They seem to be all higgledy-piggledy. I'm not sure quite why that happened. Okay, so let's move on to the High Priestess. Now, because of everything that's been going on and everything that's going through your head, is there things that you can't figure out? Things that, you're trying so hard to work out that you're keeping yourself up at night and worrying about it. But it's something that you can't get to the bottom of. And it's something that you really want to know, but it remains a mystery. And it could be something that you get so het up over that your behaviour becomes almost theatrical. You turn into a drama major because your emotions are all over the place and it's coming out in your actions. Because you can't believe what's happening. You can't believe that, all of the negative things that are going on. Okay, I don't know what I've done here. I think I may have nudged the table or something. The next three cards are the Tower, the Judgment card in reverse, and the Hermit card. Now, has all the things that you've been struggling to try to fathom out, and that you're refusing to believe and in denial about, is this something that is going to fall apart? Is the denial going to break down, and is the world that you thought you had going to disappear? Because this is about something being destroyed and turning into chaos. And once it's broken, it's not really something that can be fixed because it no longer exists. And is it possible that this breakdown has happened because of something that you have done or said? Because this card is about not following through on something or giving up on something that you thought you really wanted. And it's about trying to avoid this change. Because this card here, the Hermit, is about you pulling away from people. You've tried to avoid this change. And it's hurt you very much. And because of that, you can't seem to get past what's happening. And it could be that you even become a little bit paranoid about what's going on, that you think that people are talking about you. And that you become so absorbed with everything that you're thinking about that in moving down to these cards here, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, both in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, because you're so in your own head, as you maybe not finishing things off as you should. Because you're very unhappy at how everything's going, and your head is obviously in this problem. And it could be that, the drama that was there and the reactions and your behaviour is something that reflects your personality. Because you're a very dominant person, you're used to being in power. And when people don't do what you want them to do, you can become very angry and overbearing. And that could be part of the drama there. And it could be that now that things have broken down and that you've got through the over emotional side of things and your reactions to it, that you begin to look at things and figure out why they happened the way that they did. And once you begin to evaluate that, then you can begin to understand what you need to do in the future to have a different outcome. Now let's move on to the next three cards. We have the Two of Cups in reverse, the Fool card, we have the Justice card, and the King of Pentacles. Now it could be that, you come to the conclusion that, the relationship that you really wanted, the one that has run into chaos, the one that has left you extremely wounded, and that you pull away from society and, criticize yourself and become so absorbed in your own situation that you couldn't really see that it wasn't an equal love relationship. They didn't feel quite the same as you did. And because of that, there could have been a lot of arguments and a lot of unhappiness, because is it possible that you jumped into this relationship and was overbearing about it because how dare somebody not do what that you're wanting them to do? So it could be that, they went along with something even though in their heart, they resented it maybe a little bit. Because did you take a leap of faith with this person? Were you maybe so spontaneous that you swept them along? But the thing is that there has to be balance in relationships. One person, it can't work if one person likes the other more. I'm not saying that properly. You have to equally like each other, is what I'm trying to say. And if that isn't the case, then there will be a cause and effect. Because living in that unbalanced way, even though you've jumped into it, isn't going to work. Because you need to be practical. You need to make sure that the life that you're walking into is a quality one, not one that you've ran into spontaneously. Okay, I'm going to bring these other three cards back in. And this has been an unbelievable reading, because just from the visual side of things, because the cards have been all over the place and I've been interrupted, and there's just, I'm not quite sure what was going on with this reading, but hopefully it's made sense for you. So, and let's look at the three cards from the beginning. And there was the Three of Wands, which is all about attraction and putting your focus on this and your passion and being optimistic and the return that you're going to get. But the thing is that unfortunately it appears to have been an illusion, and that you wanted this attraction to be physically evident more than the other person. And the other person, isn't happy. And they, come to be resentful and quite bitter about all the focus that they're getting. Because there isn't the connection that you think there is. It's an illusion. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. And I do apologise for all the visual problems that have arisen from this reading. I'm not quite sure what happened. And hopefully there is something in this reading that you can take in a positive slant, and that it can help you with whatever it is that you are wanting to find out or wanting to know. Okay, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Bye.